All right. Part 2 of the top 100 games from my ages of 0 to 25. Today, talking about number 78 through 69. It's going to be at the Peanut Gallery for commentary. Mr. Mike Bash and Rex Raptor, number 7. So let's get to it. You can see the screen all right. Is that
Yep.
okay?
Yep, you can see the screen.
All right, so I'll give you guys a minute to go over the hints for the day. Starting from the top, what do you think autistic conception is? Sure, okay, I'm recording. I'm good.
Oh wait, we can see the game.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, what is it?
It's To the Moon.
Okay. Well, what about the next one?
I didn't see that one.
Okay.
A game for intellectuals. I feel like Rico may have a take on that. Surf Utopia.
I'm assuming Surf Utopia is either like Momentum mod or like I'm gonna assume it's Momentum mod. I don't have a better for Surf Utopia, but for Game for Intellectuals,
I feel like 75 is like Wolfenstein or something.
Yeah,
I also don't know if Gibbler played those.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Wolfen. I'm pretty sure he's played Wolfenstein.
All right, what about number 74?
74. Streets of Rogue.
Some kind of roguelike, right?
Yeah, that's a reasonable guess.
But
moving on, number 73. We'll let you come back to it later.
Robot Fighting Time.
See, if you were based, it would be Armored Core, but it's not.
I played the only Armored Core I played was I had this demo disc for the PlayStation 1 that had a bunch of like 20, 30 games on it, and there's an Armored Core demo, but that's the only time I've played it.
You know, that could be on here. That would be interesting if it was. But
I actually probably should have considered the PlayStation 1 demo disc because I played the shit out of that. I don't think it would have made top 100, but it would have been at least an honorable mention. All right, number 72.
Beyonce.
Audio Surf or something. I don't know. I can only I'm just thinking about like music, so like but I don't know if it.
Does she have like a nickname? Or what are her nicknames? Maybe it's a hint.
People call her Queen Bee.
Queen Bee?
I'll come back to that. 71.
I don't got
71.
anything.
71. Fuck Elon Musk. Saints Row. I don't know. Doesn't that in that one? Don't you like go around killing people?
That's true. In Saints Row, you do go around killing people.
Yeah, like rich people. I mean.
Yeah, at the end of Saints Row 2, you do like fight a corporation's the last gang. Number 70.
Here I go killing.
It could be caught in a sequel. It could be Deus Ex. And a sequel. I'm assuming that it's sequels.
If they're not sequels, there's something wrong here.
Like could be Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2.
You think?
Do I think what?
No, I was gonna ask Rico how high he thinks Disco Elysium is on.
I was gonna say I feel like there's no way it's only 77. Like I had the thought that it was maybe 77 was Disco Elysium, but I was like, dude, no way it's that low. I feel like maybe 77 is like, you know, ironic. It's not. It's like it's a game for intellectuals, but it's not actually. You know.
Donkey Kong 64.
All right, I'm gonna give you like 10 seconds for each to lock in your guess. 78.
To the Moon.
To the Moon, yeah.
Okay, 77.
God, I don't know.
XCOM. I don't know.
I'm gonna just say DK64.
Okay, 76.
Momentum
mod.
75.
Wolfenstein.
74.
I honestly don't really have a guess here. Maybe like Rogue Legacy or something. Probably not that.
Probably not Rogue Legacy. Probably not Nuclear Throne. Probably not Binding of Isaac.
What?
Probably not.
I'm asking for a
Correct.
guess of what you think it is, not what it isn't.
Look, man, there's a lot of games in the world. You have to start narrowing it down at some point.
All right, 73.
Robot Fighting Time.
You know, okay, what if it's Borderlands? Wait, Borderlands might be 70 and 69, actually.
But true. It could be. But it could be like a lot of games down there.
Yeah.
All right, 72.
Yo, I'm gonna say
Audio Surf or whatever.
all I think about is karaoke from Yakuza when I'm like looking at this.
All right,
I'm gonna just, I don't know, like a Dragon Gaiden.
It's 71.
The best I got is Saints Row.
Yeah, like that take too.
Okay, and
Saints Row.
70 and 69.
Dude, it could be Serious Sam. It could be fucking Call of Duty.
I'm gonna go with Halo 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, there might be a lot of games that involve
Yeah.
a lot of killing. So I don't know.
I'll go with Borderlands because I feel like that's like, you know, that's something I would hear in a Borderlands game is, oh boy, here I go killing.
Yep, moving on. So to the first one. Number 78. You were right. It's To the Moon. I played this when I was 14. Yeah, I mean, it's very like amateurishly written, kind of. But I mean, I was only 14 at the time, so I was engaged. And you know, kind of like I've talked about in a lot of the previous games on this, like Stardew Valley or you know, games like that. A lot of, like Doki Doki Literature Club. They're kind of like the indie games. They're kind of rough around the edges. They're made by a pretty small team. This game has a lot of that appeal. That you know, it's really just it's a very cobbled together kind of RPG Maker game. Like you can very obviously tell it's made with RPG Maker, even though it's not really an RPG. It's more just like kind of a walk and talk type game. Do a couple little puzzles here and there. But yeah, like I said, the story pretty entertaining for the most part. I had a decent little twist to the end. I don't know how much. I'd have to replay it to know how much if it actually holds up. But as far as my memories go, I think this game deserves to be here. Also, one of the you know few games that stars a black woman as a protagonist, and on top of that, just the soundtrack's really good. It's one of the first soundtracks I put on my iPod when I got like a iPod when I was like 13 or so. And so I listen to this a decent amount, just like going to bed or just like relaxing and that kind of thing. And it's just a really good, kind of low key soundtrack. It's mostly just piano focused, but it's really well written. So yeah, any thoughts on this one?
Nope.
Not really.
I guess are you guys familiar with this one at all?
No.
Okay, my bad. I forgot to explain what this game was, but we'll do that next time. So I'm gonna give you one more chance to luck in 77, since you guys are kind of unsure on that before we move to the next slide.
What was the hint again for 77?
A game for intellectuals.
You know, fuck it. You know, let's hope that this was an ironic take, and we say that it's what's that dude? What's that fucking the game Georgie played?
Oh, He Will Punish Them. He played a lot of like messed up horny games. He Will Punish Them is one of them though.
Honey Pop?
No, it's not Honey Pop. Honey Pop is at least top 50.
Counting down 5, 4, 3.
Dead by Daylight.
1.
Dead by Daylight is.
It's Honey Pop. You're right.
What?
You're so
No way.
stupid, bro.
Dude, you're telling me it's this low?
Dude, 77 is pretty high.
Honey Pop 2 is here. Just wait for
Honey Pop 2 is better than Honey Pop for sure. Yeah, the puzzle mechanics are way better. Like,
That's why I'm saying that I don't understand why.
I mean, like I think it's
maybe if this was the original Honey Pop, maybe, but like I thought Honey Pop 2 would be like.
No, I mean I thought. Look, you have to think about like the games it's above. I mean, it's above like you know games I've played like dozens of hours. I'll have to bring up the original list in a minute, but you know, it's not like being 77 isn't low. It's like out of literally over 1,000 games, you know.
God is no ball, man.
So yeah, I mean, Honey Pop 2, like I said, I do agree the characters aren't as entertaining as the first game. I do like the characters in the first game a little bit more, but I also kind of like the mechanic where you get to see the different characters interact with each other. It's not just you and some other bloke. You actually get to see them like kind of talk to each other and interact in different ways. So I actually did like that aspect. And if I didn't like the characters quite as much, and like I said, the puzzle mechanics are way better. Like the double date mechanics, adding like the baggage modifiers, which actually had like a lot of creative ways to kind of like strategize and choose like which gifts you want to use. It adds a lot to the game. And it actually does get like legitimately like really difficult on the higher difficulties because it keeps stacking up for each date you have with them. So I guess there's also like I haven't really thought about this, but there's also probably some like meta depth in it where since your characters like gain baggage like as you go through the game, like they get an extra modifier that makes it harder. Like choosing which order you do it in probably also matters if you're trying to do like a speed run or something like that. So I don't know, maybe I should become a Honey Pop 2 speedrunner. It's could happen one day. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the art style. Actually, I didn't really think the porn was like really my thing. But yeah, the gameplay more than made up for it. As far as characters, also big fan of Q. I think her lines are really funny, and her voice is a little bit annoying, but it kind of fits her. So yeah, I'm a big fan. Any thoughts? Any other thoughts on Honey Pop 2?
Dude, I now have this highest of standards for everything after this because I was like, dude, Honey Pop 2 is top 50 at least. I'm gonna have everything now. I'm gonna be comparing and being like, dude, is it better than? There's no way he thought this was better than Honey Pop 2. Unless he did, but we'll see.
Yeah, I spend like hours like organizing the list. I had to think about it really hard. So I'd say it's like in a pretty accurate order for the most part.
Okay, well,
At least
we'll have
at
to.
least at the time. Again, I made this list when I was 25. It's been like 3 years. So
So much ball, bro.
Right. I'll go back to the hints. What do you think, Ethan H? What do you think Surfutopia is?
I mean, it's either Gmod or it's Momentum Mod, right?
All right, we'll see. Number 76 is. Wait. Oh, wait. I had an extra slide here. My bad.
Yeah, he added porn. Good.
Okay. It's not porn.
Wait, this one was audio
Yeah,
surf.
this one's audio surf.
Okay.
I guess audio surf for Beyonce, but instead it's this one's
Yeah,
The
audio
fucking
surf.
sucks. The hint fucking sucks, man.
Wait, what fucking sucks?
The hint.
The hints, he says.
I mean, it's supposed to be a little bit. You have to think outside the box. But yeah, I mean, this game, one of the few games I played for more than 200 hours, and it really didn't feel like 200 hours just because time kind of flies by. It's like, okay, I'm just going to do like one more song. Do another song. It's like, oh, I think the song would actually be fun to play. I think this would have a good map. And since you can play literally any song in it, and you still have YouTube integration, it just made it really easy to be like, I'll try one more, or just like getting ideas. You're like, oh, actually, there's another song by this artist I think would be fun. So that's one way. It was really easy to just get sucked into 200 hours. And yeah, like I said, losing the YouTube integration kind of sucks. So I haven't really played it much since then. And the initial reason I bought this was just because I was tripping on acid. It was like the second time I'd ever done it, and I thought, oh shit, I really want something to play while I did this, and this game is really good for that. I got like kind of decent at it. I wasn't like crazy, but I get like top 10 on most like medium popularity songs pretty reliably on mono. And my biggest memory with this game was there was this one song from the Persona 3 soundtrack. It was the female MC's battle music, and when I played it, like the YouTube track only had like 2 people on it. There's like 2 people on the leaderboard, so I took the high score, and I looked like a month later, and someone else, like one of the guys, got the notification that I beat his high score, so he took it back. I ended up going back and forth over and over again on this like song that like literally 3 people had played. It's like probably the song I'd grinded the hardest in that game to like finally like optimize to get the best score. And then because of that, just us 2 going back and forth played it so much, it got on the most popular section, and then a bunch of other people played it and beat our scores. So it didn't matter in the end. But I thought that was really funny, and that's a very fond memory from that game. Any thoughts on this?
I do see that it is above Honey Pop 2, so that makes sense. But again, this is like all so far. Let's go with no comments. But I'm ready.
Everything
I'm ready.
everything 77 and above has to be peak cinema. Is what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Rex, any thoughts on audio surf? you had this.
Nah.
You had the game. You're just not in the right slot. All right. 75. Ethan H. What do you
Okay.
think?
Hot Nazis are bad.
Yeah, this one's.
I'm against
Oh,
Nazis.
Wolfenstein,
That's my opinion.
Wolf. I don't think you play fucking Wolfenstein.
All right. 3,
You
2,
like zombies.
1. Yeah, you're actually right. You're actually on a
Okay.
roll. Yeah, it was a Call of Duty World at War. I have a couple like of course, like this is the first like COD game I played after COD 4. It's probably like one of the most violent games. I was like 12 when I played this. It's probably like the most violent game I played at the time. I was like kind of scared of it at first. Like some people's like fucking arms get blown off and heads get blown up in the campaign and shit like that. It was actually like pretty fucked up. But yeah, I mean, even like building on the on COD 4. I mean, a lot of people would put this a bit lower than COD 4, and I kind of agree. Yeah. Oh wait, that might be a spoiler. Whoops. But I mean, the multiplayer is still good. I mean, a lot of people don't like it as much as COD 4, and again, pretty fair. But and I'd say the map pool is definitely hit and miss. There's some maps I really liked. I can't remember all the names off the top of my head. There's some like the really big ones kind of sucked in my opinion, but some of the really smaller ones were really good.
I can't believe we've guessed the Call of Duty, but for as well, and it's just in the wrong slot.
Yeah. And then yeah, like I said, I think the campaign it kind of scared me a little bit at the time. I was also able to convince my parents to let me play this because I was like, oh, there's like a low violence filter you could turn on, but I just like didn't turn it on because I was like kind of scared, but I was kind of like morbidly curious at the same time. And it's kind of like memorable in that sense. Yeah, I have a lot of like specific memories of this game. Like one, just like playing the zombies mode at the time. Like kind of the whole like wave survival thing was just kind of becoming a trend, so it wasn't really worn out at that point. And it was really fun. Just playing with friends. It was really good co-op game mode. Since the co-op campaign was okay, but not like crazy good. I do think the campaign overall is really well done. Again, it kind of like pales a little bit in comparison to the COD 4 campaign, just because that one was so good. But it has its own moments. I think the last level in particular, storming the capital, all really good. And it's one of the few like really good representations of the Pacific Theater in a World War II game, especially at the time. There weren't that many that had World War II games about the Pacific that were actually, this level of quality. Some other things I remember about this game, this is like one of the games that got me to PC game because I wanted to play the custom zombies maps. And you can do that on the Xbox, which is what I played it on first. Other things, there's like just talking to people on Xbox Live and like finding out weird glitches and ways to scatter maps. Spent a lot of time on that. And then another thing, the last unlock you get when you level up all the way is you get the flamethrower. I thought, dude, that looks so sick. So I spent like a lot of time grinding like as fast as I could to get the flamethrower. I was super excited for it, and I got it, and it fucking sucked. But the flames did look cool, so there's that. Yeah, just a lot of like little memories of this game, and it was just a really well-made COD game, especially for the time. Any thoughts on this?
That's fine.
This is a good game. I agree. So it's so far you're 2 for 2.
All right, we're going back to 74. Streets of Rogue. Locking in your final answers for that one.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Are you? I'm like, dude. What? I'm like, what roguelikes could he have possibly played?
I don't know. It's a roguelite.
All right, 3. It is a roguelite.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Gaijin?
It is Streets of Rogue. That is literally the name of the game.
Okay.
Okay.
See, I don't know that game, so
I'll say it. It looks like
Same.
Gaijin.
I've never played Enter the Gungeon, so I wouldn't really know. A lot of people compare it to kind of like have you played Deus Ex?
yes.
It's kind of like a roguelite top-down Deus Ex. It gives you just a lot of really weird gadgets and kind of open-ended objectives to kind of do your things. Like you look at the bottom right screenshot, like see how the dude's big. Like
Yeah.
say like you need to break into a certain place, so you could like kind of go look around the floor, try to find something that lets you go big mode, and then that'd let you like break down a wall and get in that way, or just like beat up all the guards. The middle screenshot, like again, another kind of tool. You have a flamethrower. You could start a fire to like get through a wooden area or like scare people out of the house and get a kill that way on someone you need to get. Like for example, this one's like a target to neutralize, like kill the gorilla thing, but yeah. And there's also like a pretty good variety of other ways. There's like non-lethal ways you can play. There's one class you can play, it's like the banker, for example, where you don't start with like good weapons. You just start with a lot of money, so you get to like buy a lot of gadgets and experiment that way. It's honestly like it's a reasonable challenge. I wouldn't say it's like one of the hardest roguelites or anything like that, but it is like fairly difficult. And you can like play on some of the easier characters, like the more direct characters, like the soldier. You just get good guns, and it's kind of just run and gun. And that one's not too bad, but again, like the more creative ones, like the hackers and stuff like that, where you don't get direct weapons, you have to be a little bit creative, add a lot of extra depth to it. I played this game like when it was early access. There's only maybe like a third of the game done at that point, and yeah, it really lived up the hype as they added more and more stuff. So, and there's also a sequel coming out soon that's kind of similar. It's more of an open world, but it also looks very good. And kind of like a lot of other games on my list so far. This is also one that's made by a very small team, just like maybe one, maybe 2 or 3 guys. Pretty small team though, and you can really see like how, like yeah, some parts are like kind of jank, but I just really like to see that in games where it's not perfect, but you can really see kind of like what the developer's thinking at the time, and for better or worse, in some points, kind of add some extra personality to the game. Yeah, any thoughts on this one?
I mean, I haven't heard of it, but it makes sense. So I'll I'll let this one slide.
Yeah, we can also play this one. It does have a co-op, and you can do it with like the screen share version, so you only need 1 copy. But yeah, I'd say it's a really good game. So yeah, 74. 73 is Robot Fighting Time. Anyone want to lock in your answers on that? Oh shit! Fuck. Did you see
I
that?
can see it.
Okay.
Do you have a GameCube growing up?
I did have a GameCube growing up.
Is this Custom Robo Revolution?
Are you sure you didn't see it? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you were right. It's Custom Robo Battle Revolution.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I played this when I was like 9.
Dude, Ari's a genius.
Yeah, he's like,
But I also don't know what this game is.
No,
So.
this is actually one of my favorite games on GameCube too.
yeah. So
From a
basically,
controller
like you
standpoint.
get to customize little Robo dudes, like the dude in the top right, and then fight in kind of a like semi-isometric top-down arena with other customized robots. The amount of customization, like for a game made in early 2000, pretty good. Especially the guns are pretty widely varied. There's like good variety in that. They're not very well balanced. I remember there's a couple that were just way, way, way better than the others, but you kind of like switch them out enough throughout the story that it gives you a good chance to try out all of them. So yeah, just fundamentally the core gameplay is just good. I think the combat holds up. I did play it a little bit recently. When I was like 25 and making this list, just to give the gameplay a try again. And it's still, like I said, I still think the gameplay holds up fairly well. The story is dumb as shit. It's kind of like a Pokemon story where it's like you fight the bad guys by fighting them in robot battles, and they're kind of just cool with that. And somehow, like when you win, they just get like knocked out. Again, it's really dumb. I don't remember the story that much. I remember there's a really stupid plot twist, but I was like 9 at the time, so I was like, man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I'm pretty sure it was really stupid. Again, I've got exactly what it was, but
It's very similar to like a bunch of JRPGs was like super accelerated because like the campaign or the story's not that long.
it's like
It's
5
like
or 6 hours,
You
maybe.
can finish it in a day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. You eventually just like fight God or whatever though.
Yeah, it escalates really quickly. It's like, I got some robots. I'm gonna fight a couple like bad guys, and it's like, okay, there's like all these big conspiracies, and then yeah, like I think you fight God or something. But yeah, Custom Robo, really fun game. Like I said, I was 9. I vividly remember playing this while I was like sick and home from school in like the 3rd grade or something like that. So, really good one.
I think the sound design and also music was like very influential in my life.
Yeah, I don't really remember the music that much, but I have to,
It's what originally kind of got me into like electronic music at the time, like as a kid.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I
I
have to
just
listen to
listened
it
to
again.
the soundtrack.
Yeah, I didn't really pay too much attention to like music back then, but I'd probably appreciate it if I played it again now. Yeah, any thoughts on this, Rex? Have you played this one?
Probably not.
No, I've
It's a very
never
niche
heard of this
fucking
game.
I think my dad only got it for me because it was in like a bargain bucket at like Walmart. Or something.
Yeah, it was also really cheap. I just really like getting like kind of cheap games out of the bargain bin when I was a kid. I just like go to GameStop and get like whatever is like $10 or less. I was
Yeah.
poor. Yeah, so any guesses on Beyonce? Locking it in for your final guess.
The fuck could
I
this
think
be?
Rex picked like a dragon guide, and Michael, what was your guess?
It's already been played. It was audio.
Oh, you thought it was audio serve? Oh yeah, y'all guess audio serve.
It's
Dude, like fucking, I don't know. Like we already had Beat Saber, right?
I'm trying to think
Yeah.
about if Jay-Z was in Def Jam or not. I don't think he was. I
Probably,
would
yeah.
have for what rock band. Final guess.
3, 2, 1. This is really funny.
Okay.
You guys, I think Rex also guessed this one, but for a
Yeah,
different
he
one.
also guessed. He also guessed this for a different one.
You guys are guessing the right games, just not on the right hint. But
Dude, can you explain Beyonce?
She has that one song, Halo, right? Am I
I
wrong? Or
see.
is that the wrong artist? I
Okay.
actually might be wrong. I think
No,
I think
you're
that's her
right.
song. Okay, yeah.
No, it is. No, you're. That is a
You're
thing. It's
100%
just
right.
that, like,
I was down the brain space for it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, this is everyone knows Halo. Don't need to explain this one. Played on the original Xbox. What was really memorable for this one is it's just like one of those games. It's kind of special because like I knew it had all the hype. Being like a 10-year-old, like 9 or 10 years old, in like probably the third grade, it's like someone's like in my class like, hey, I have this game Halo. My dad lets me play it. It's like, oh man, I gotta come to your house and play that. So that's just like one of those vivid memories where it's like kind of special. It's like had that extra hype. It's like I can't just like play this anytime. It's like one, my parents probably wouldn't have let me play it when I was like 10, and also I just didn't have an Xbox. Even if they would, I couldn't afford an Xbox and didn't have one. So it's just extra special for that reason to go over and like play co-op and like drive around the Warthog and play like multiplayer. I remember playing Halo 2, which I'm just gonna go and say isn't on the list. But I'd go to his house also, and we'd go down the street to his other friend and play Halo 2 at his house. So, which I was really bad at, but it was still fun. As far as the campaign goes, one of the best campaigns at the time, especially in console games. The first 3 levels in particular, really amazing. They had a really good variety of where it wasn't an open world, but it was kind of wide open enough that it gave you room to explore. It wasn't just like a corridor shooter. You go here, you go here, you go here. I guess the first level literally is, but for like the second and third and fourth levels and so on, gives you a good variety. Kind of explore, pick up weapons, maybe like help recruit some of the Marine dudes, help out, maybe grab some vehicles, that kind of thing. And at the time, like the vehicles were really fun to control. I mean, maybe the controls are a little bit janky now. I haven't replayed it kind of recently, but at the time, this was something special. Of course, the music, soundtrack, again, they reused a lot of the older tracks in newer games, but it holds up really well, especially the main theme. And of course, I also remember being like 11 or 12 and watching Red versus Blue, the web series, so like one of the first web series, really. It was actually like a recurring series. Again, maybe not something that's held up too well, having like watched back some of it, but at the time, I was really hyped for it, and I really enjoyed watching that. I didn't really like when it got more serious, but when it's more just like for the comedy, I really enjoyed it. Trying to think anything else I wanted to say. Oh, I also got to see a presentation from the guy that created Red versus Blue at my university because he's also a University of Texas alumni, also a CS student.
Like John Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, John Rooster Teeth. Yeah, Bernie Burns, but yeah, close. So
That's cool.
yeah, I thought that was also really cool. Any thoughts on Halo? I don't know if we have any Halo fans here.
I mean, I've only heard good things about Halo, so okay. I still think this is Saints Row.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. 2 votes for Saints Row. Ethan H. What do you think?
Was there like a Tesla game? Like, what is this? SpaceX?
Isn't there the Kerbal space program thing? That might be it.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Again, you guys are actually really close. It's Red Faction Guerrilla, which is actually they actually directly reference Saints Row. There's the corporation you fight at the end of Saints Row 2 is mentioned in this game, and it's by the same developer. So yeah, you're actually pretty close. I mean, really, main thing about this, it's really just the best destruction mechanics in any game I've ever played, and really, even like I'm trying to think when this game came out. It was like 2008 or something like that. So no game has really recreated the level of destruction mechanics at the time. And I replayed it kind of recently, and destruction mechanics again still feel a lot better than pretty much any modern game I've ever played. Give you so much options to destroy terrain, do it in fun ways. I mean, the game kind of knows what it's about. It gives you all the tools you need to do fun, just fucking destruction shit. Where it's just like running vehicles into buildings. Of course, like your main melee weapons is sledgehammer. You can take out walls with that. Nano rifle's good to disintegrate walls and stuff. Plenty of like bombs and shit. Yeah. Again, there's honestly not a whole lot to this game. It is just straight up fun to blow things up. And just give you like other kind of like strategic ways to get kind of creative. Where like I don't know, there's some dudes in a building, so maybe you want to like pick up a car, smash through the building, and get past the front. I don't know, just small things like that. Again, you don't. It's not super strategic or tactical. Shooting is not the best, but it does the job. It's fine. And yeah, I mean, I know I've said it over and over again, but that is basically just it. It's just fun to blow stuff up, and it's just really well done. And the developers are fucking idiots because they haven't done anything with this since then. Even the game they made immediately after this, the sequel, was terrible in comparison. Didn't give you nearly like as many options or anything like that. You're like, oh man, the last game was so good. People really love blowing stuff up. Let's put everybody in an underground tunnel. There's like nothing to blow up. Fucking idiots. Yeah, this one's good. Any thoughts?
Yeah, it's just funny that we're close.
I don't know. Seems interesting. I'll have to review that on YouTube.
Yeah, it's like pretty short and pretty cheap. You could probably get it. Just give it a try. Yeah. And any final thoughts for 70 or 69?
It's either
mean,
it could be Borderlands, could be Left 4 Dead, could be okay. So Halo was already done, COD was already done. So unless it's like for some reason those those get put in with different names but the same names for each other, I think it's probably I'll go with Borderlands. I don't know if anyone else has.
I'm gonna go with. I don't know if I want to go with this. I'll go with it anyway. Doom 1, Doom 2.
Right. Ethan H, what do you think?
That's a good guess. Rex Rap.
Maybe
That is.
Bioshock.
You said Bioshock. but
Bioshock? Oh,
I feel like is it really Bioshock? It could be, but
all right. 3, 2, 1. It is. Again, you did actually make
I
it
said
with
By Daylight.
God.
I said David. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I just really had a lot of fun with this game when it came out. It was just a good casual game to play after scrims. I started playing because I saw Georgie play and it looked pretty fun. He's like, I want to get the iridescent rank, and then he ended up doing that, and I was like, oh, I can do that too. So it was just really fun to kind of try to achieve the same thing, but with a different killer. I can't remember who he played. I think he played wasn't the Huntress. Oh, he was playing Pyramid Head because he liked Silent Hill. And I ended up playing Oni. I tried a bunch of killers. I tried Billy, who I really liked. I tried Wraith. He was like a little bit one-dimensional. I tried Huntress, but he was pretty fun. I wasn't quite good enough at the hatches, I feel like. And then Spirit was also one that was I liked a lot, and she was like kind of meta at the time, but I just didn't quite like her as much as Oni, who was basically his gimmick is he doesn't really have any initial powers, but when you hit people, you collect blood, and then you go sicko mode. It's kind of like an ultimate you charge up. And it's kind of a fun balance where like you don't want to kill some people, you want to like injure them so they drop blood, and then use that to kind of go sicko mode and just kill everybody all at once. So yeah, it's kind of a unique play style, and you just kind of get countered a little bit at the against the really good players. But I did think he just had a really fun play style where you start out like kind of weak and then get like 4 kills all at once and shit like that. And again, I mean, I think everyone who's familiar with Dead by Daylight knows that the game balance is kind of shit. It's not very balanced, especially like when people get better. But I didn't really get that good at it. Like I did get to the top rank, but the ladder in that game was kind of Mickey Mouse. I think they've changed it some at the time. It might be not Mickey Mouse anymore, but at the time it was honestly kind of Mickey Mouse. So it's not like super impressive. I think like 5% of people were like have that achievement. Nonetheless, it's still like a good little challenge to, make the climb. I think when I went from like rank 10, like all the way up at the top rank, just went on a really good streak. And I think I was also kind of bummed, to be honest. I was on like a really weird hour, so most people I was against were really shit. That's kind of why the ladder's Mickey Mouse. But nonetheless, it's still a lot of fun to climb back up. And the after that, I kind of didn't really take the game too seriously. The game was like just still pretty fun after that. To just kind of play casually. But I don't really care about winning. Just wanna just have fun, run around killing. That's it. I did also enjoy the game when I was taking it kind of seriously because it does get like pretty interestingly strategic and sometimes where it's trying to predict where everyone's gonna go, and kind of the small mind games you can play like that. And again, I admit the game's design is really scuffed, but nonetheless, it's still a lot of fun. And I also bought the killer pack, even for the ones I didn't play a lot. Like I said, I like Huntress and Spirit and a couple of the others. And I don't know. I mean, some of them are better than others. Some of them are kind of shit, but it did add a pretty good amount of variety. Though it is kind of annoying that any of the new killers they released after that aren't included, so you have to buy those separately. Just kind of bullshit, but whatever. Any thoughts?
Dude, there's no Dead by Daylight 2. What the hell is the second game?
I'll let you take a second guess if you want.
I mean, dude, at this point, I'm back to Saints Row, dude. I don't know. Like, Bioshock's a good guess. Fucking hell. I'm like, PUBG is also a guess. That's possible.
No, I was not killing you. When I first played that game, I had a laptop that got like 10 FPS in it, and the building wouldn't even load until 5 minutes in, so I couldn't go in buildings and pick up weapons. So I was not killing people in that game.
Let's see.
And the laptop
Oh,
had
then
like a shitty 60 Hz monitor with like very noticeable delay, so I was really bad.
Okay, I see. Well, I don't know. Like Fallout, you go around killing people. I don't know. Bioshock is probably closer. So is Saints Row. I don't know.
Okay, so again, you actually got pretty close this time. Well, it was a close guess, but it's actually The Elder Scrolls 6, our last game of the day, Oblivion. And one of the reasons the reason I put the hint was because my favorite part of the game was the Dark Brotherhood quest line, where you become a serial killer assassin type guy. At the time, I was like, I forgot how old I was when I played it. I think it's like 11 or something. So I mean, up to that point, I don't always played like a good guy in games. It's really novel at the time to play as like kind of an evil character that did killing. Like I actually felt like I was doing something bad as like this kind of a haram. Felt kind of guilty, but it's still really fun. And as far as like Bethesda quest lines, it's probably one of the best designed ones. It had pretty wide variety of objectives as well as kind of giving you rewards for kind of alternate objectives. And I mean, the one in Skyrim was honestly not nearly as good as the one in Oblivion. It's pretty shit in comparison. The aside from that, I mean, I've actually said this about I think every Elder Scrolls game I've played. I don't think I've actually finished any of them, but just the amount of like areas explored, just like fuck off doing side quests, just kind of walk around and discover stuff. I don't think any developer does that better than Bethesda, at least in the past. I don't know about the present. I haven't played Starfield. I heard it was kind of ass, but yeah, I just think the world design in Oblivion really sold it. Especially the Imperial City, probably one of the biggest, or at the time, best designed cities I had ever walked through. That actually felt like kind of like a real city for once. Again, we're going by the standards of like 2007, 2008. It might seem kind of primitive compared to like modern games at the moment, but at the time, it was new and unique to me. And this was the first kind of big open world RPG I'd ever played, where I was like getting out of the sewers and just thought, I can't leave. I just kind of like walk around anywhere and just do whatever I want, like fight whoever I want, discover things, go all the way over there, like explore these different cities. So yeah, that was just one of those mind-blowing experiences I've ever had in a game. It was like the first time I'd ever like really like been in another world in the game, not just like kind of going through like linear corridors pretty much. So that's another reason this game really stands out, even though it's one I've actually never finished. I also really I also really like the arena quest line. Shout out to the annoying fan. I don't think I ever finished that quest line, but I remember as one of the first ones I got really focused on when I was playing through. I also thought the arena was really scary. It's like, yeah, it's fight to the death. Kind of spooky to me. I felt kind of guilty about killing the dudes in the arena. This is another game, just kind of scared me, just like getting into fights with people. Like killing like actual just like random dudes out in the world, like wandering through the wilderness. It was kind of spooky. I wasn't ready for it when I was like 11. But again, that's like what makes it stand out to me even more than just any other game. At least, one so far. Yeah, any thoughts on Oblivion?
I just want to know, why did you lie?
What did I lie? About what?
The hint.
Why is that a lie?
You mean,
Part
bro?
1 and Part 2.
Okay, you're actually right. This one should have been part 1, and the other one should have been part 2, because this one came first. The hint was because of the Dark Brother quest line, which is where you become a literal serial killer. So I thought it was like pretty similar to.
Yeah, but saying it's Part 2 is like I feel like it's disingenuous. It implies that they're part of the same universe. You could have been. I feel like it would have been better to put like, here I go killing again, not related or something.
Okay, fine. I'll make that more clear in the future. All right. Well, thank you and welcome. Why is it welcome again? What's that mean? Why is this the last slide? I mean, again, that's just like this is like a corporate onboarding PowerPoint template I used. So, what out of the games we listed so far, which of these would you probably like to try the most if you had to play one of them?
Maybe the destruction game.
Yeah, so we have it on Steam. So
You have it out of my library, so yeah, you could try it anytime. I'd recommend it. I mean, most of these games are in my library, so you could probably try all of these pretty much. All right. Any final thoughts? Is that about it?
nope.
All right, GG.